Hey guys, welcome to the video, and here today I'm going to be covering just some key points regarding my recently released KMZ GTA mods HEN version. And I'm not going to do a full-blown install tutorial or usage tutorial. That's because I've already done one. I think last week or the week before, I did a full-blown detailed noob tutorial on how to install my GTA mods. Now, even though that was focused on the CFW version, everything is exactly the same. So how you would install the HEN version is identical to how you install the CFW version, and pretty much the usage is identical as well. Anything that I tell you in that video regarding the usage pretty much applies here in the exact same way. So the setup, the install, the usage, everything is the same. So make sure you watch that video. It's like 22 minutes long because it's so detailed and it covers a lot. So, just sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and just watch it all the way through. This one is only going to really focus on just the differences between the CFW version and the HEN version of the mods. There's one thing in particular that you do have to do here differently if you want to make use of everything that's in the mods. So we'll go over that. All right, so without further delay, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so we're going to begin with the one and only major difference when it comes to usage between the HEN version and the CFW version of these mods, and that is with HEN, you have to enable writing to the dev flash from the beginning when HEN gets enabled on your system. This is easily done through Webman Mod. I'm assuming you already know about Webman Mod and you've already installed it on your PS3. So let me go ahead and enable HEN now. Okay, and you can see HEN has been enabled, and here's my Webman Games folder. Let's go into Webman Setup and then PS3 Webman Setup. And by the way, if your interface doesn't look like this is the old school style one, all you need to do is come here, uncheck this S-Man GUI box, uncheck it, click on Save, reboot your system, and then it'll look like this. Okay, so now that we're here, we're gonna go to Webman Mod Setup. And then you will go to this box here where it says Enable Dev Blind on Startup. You will check mark it, right? And once it's checked, we can close this, click on Save. It will ask you to reboot the system and then reboot the system. Once you reboot it, from now on, every time you enable HEN, Webman Mod will start and writing to your dev flash will be enabled. You do not have to worry that something is going to go critically wrong with your system. It's not going to hurt anything. The only time you need to worry about, screwing things up is if you go into your dev flash and you start messing with the files there and you don't know what you're doing. So you don't have to worry. Not everything in my mods, by the way, needs the dev flash to be enabled. It's just a few things, and we'll cover those here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and escape out of this. All right, and then there's my Webman Games. Actually, let's go ahead and go here and load up GTA. Now, it doesn't matter if you load up GTA with Webman or Multiman or whatever. If you've done everything correctly, you should be at this point where you have the two icons, and the second one being the mods themselves. All right, guys, so once we have our two icons here, again, I'm assuming you watched that other video and you already have everything installed and ready to go. What you would need to do here first, and I strongly suggest, is that if you have any GTA game saves, like single player campaign or whatever, make sure you back them up and back them up to some other location, and I'll tell you why here in a little bit. Then you're going to come here and you will install the modded eboot for HEN. You only need to do this one time. If you ever for some reason want to put the stock eboot back, you could just pick stock eboot. I also show you in that other video what this stock RPF file is for. Then here you can install my GTA tool, which again in that video I go over what it's used for. So you can install it and it will install to your XMB. You only need to do this once as well. Once it's done installing, it'll be here. If you already have an older version, just come here and delete this version and then go back and install the newer one, and that's it. For pretty much anything here, if you select something at the end when it installs it, if it asks you a yes or no question, you must always answer yes. It will do a soft reboot. It will bring you back to the XMB, but your two icons should still be here because it was a soft reboot, and HEN should still be enabled. There are some things that don't ask you for that, such as a mod loader. For example, let's pick Simple Man, and it will go ahead and it will immediately start installing. And then at the end, it will say install is okay, but we won't be asked a yes or no question. So let's go ahead and let this finish real quick. And I think everything else here, it will ask you yes or no. I think mod loaders is the only thing. See, it just says install complete, and that's it. It's been installed. Anything that you choose here in these mods, whatever it is, it's also retained. So whether you turn off your system, whether you come back to it a year later, anything that you've chosen will remain unless you've chosen something different. And just to show you, let's go ahead and let's pick the Hustler here. It will install, and then it's going to say install complete. Do you want to start the software now? You will say yes. Now, by saying yes, it does not mean that GTA is going to launch. It's just going to do a soft reboot and bring you back to the XMB. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and there you go. You can see our system is rebooting. It's done a soft reboot. HEN is still enabled, and we still have both of our icons there. All right, so when you, for example, let's say you pick a boot up image, okay, like one of these here, because you're doing a soft reboot, it's going to ask you at the end yes or no. When it does the soft reboot, it brings you back to the XMB. You will not get to see the image you chose at boot up. So obviously when it brings you back to the XMB, you just need to do a full reboot of your system, so it reboots from the beginning, and then you can see the boot up image you've chosen. Also, whenever you hit yes and it does a soft reboot and the screen goes black, it may stay black for 10 to 15 seconds. Do not panic. That's just perfectly normal. It'll bring you back to the XMB. And this is also the reason why we need to enable the dev flash in Webman. It's mainly because of these boot up images and because of the PSN icons, because those require writing to the dev flash. Everything else up here, or everything before this gray box of instructions, does not require writing to the dev flash. So technically, if you pick something from here, from the PSN icon and the boot up image, and you're happy with them and you don't want to leave that box checkmarked, once you've picked them, you can uncheck mark the box in Webman, save it, reboot, and everything up here will still function perfectly fine. Now for this box art, you can just read these little boxes below. They tell you what it is and what it does. Basically, when you press X, it will change the box art that's located in multi-man. So if you pick this, when you go into multi-man, for example, and select GTA, this is what will display. This is also what will display as the icon in Webman mod. So if we were to pick this, okay, and here you can see it doesn't ask you the yes or no question. It installs instantly. Let's go to Webman mod. Let's go here, and there you go. All right, so the change happens instantly. And I think that's pretty much it for the main differences. The other thing too is that some mod menus, guys, and some mod loaders may take a little bit longer to load. So when you select either the mod loaders or mod menus and you start the game, when you do that, the screen may stay black a little bit longer than usual. Just be patient. It might take 20 or 30 seconds, but then you'll see GTA start to load. All right, so that's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thanks for watching, and thank you to everyone out there who has shown support to the KMZ GTA mods in general, not just this HEN project. So tomorrow is Christmas. I won't be doing a video, but I may be putting up, if I have time, a pre-recorded one. We'll see. But if not, either way, a very Merry Christmas to all you guys out there who celebrate it, and in whatever way you want. Make sure you have plenty of fun. Be careful, be safe, take care, guys. Much love going out to all of you. Don't forget to hit this like button to show your support to not only the channel, but to projects like these and future projects as well. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.